Hi everyone, Wismeril here. Today I want to give you a tutorial on how you're going to farm all those cows to unlock all the materials that are needed to craft the key that will lead you to the cellar where we think that the portal to the cow level is. We are, I think, reaching the end of that quest line, and we are really close to be able to summon this portal that will lead us to the cow level in Diablo 4. Alright, so in order to reach to that stage, there are a few steps that you need to be doing in order to complete the quests that have been activated at the beginning of Season 2. This is really new, this is hot. We didn't have all this information before Season 2. Most of the things that you're going to see here have been data mined from the new patch of Season 2, and that's how we can go up to that last cellar, which once again, in my opinion, hosts the portal to the cow level. Alright, so what do we have to do in this quest? The first quest, you might find it a bit boring, but I recommend doing it while watching a Netflix series or a movie or anything, because it's going to take you between an hour and an hour and 30 minutes 3 times. So you don't have to do that all at once, but you know, it's going to consume a little bit of time, obviously. What is this new quest? Well, you have to kill 666 cows, the number of the beast, on the beast, 3 times on 3 different characters in order to loot 3 different materials, which are then going to be cleansed in Ket Bardu, in the fountain of the 4 cows there, and this will give you a key, right? Now, what is the best way to farm those materials? Here's the map of all the cows that are available in Sanctuary. There are a few spots that are really, really nice. The best one, in my opinion, is this one over here. That is right next to Ket Bardu, and there is a small town over here with a waypoint. And the best route, I tried many different routes. The one that I recommend the most is you're going to be starting right here, where the mouse is. You're going to shoot those 2 cows there that are inside the town. So if you walk in, you are not able to cast any spell to kill them. So you have to be standing there and shoot them from afar. Then you're going to go over there. Here there's a cluster of up to 3 cows that you're going to want to kill. Then you're going down south over there, another cluster of 3, then up there, 1 more cluster of 3, and then up there for the final cluster of up to 3 cows. This route takes 40 seconds, and it can yield you up to 14 cows. And in the runs that I've been doing, very often you get the 14, and the minimal amount I was getting was like 7, 8 or 9. If you're unlucky and you port to an instance of the server where someone else have been clearing the cows already, if the first 3 spots are empty, just go back there, exit the game, and create a new game so that you can have a new instance on the server where hopefully those cows are still there, right? So if 1, 2, maximum 3 of those clusters are empty, then go back there, quit, and make a new game, right? This is the best way, the most consistent way to clear those 666 cows. You have to do that 3 times on 3 different accounts. When you killed cow number 666 on your first account, you will not be able to loot anything for more than a week on that account. That's why you have to create or to use another character that you do have and do the second run on the second character, same for the third one. So what's the route I suggest? Those materials can be looted only in specific regions, which is in the dry steppes. There is one of those materials that you can loot when you kill cow number 666. For Scots Glen and the Fractured Peak, it's shared between those two. When you kill cow number 666, in either of those areas, you will loot the second material. And finally, between Kyrgyzstan and Hawazar, that's your third material. For all of those, you're going to start your route over here. For dry step, complete this one until you kill cow number 666 and loot the material. Get it, put it in your stash. Create a new character or use another character. Run this again, count the cows. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that a little bit later in this video. When you reach 640-ish, that's the time you want to move to Hawazar. You will go over here in Zarbinzet. You will ride to this cow over here, and you want to do this cow into, this cluster into this one, into that one. That's up to 9 cows. Then you quit the game when you're over here, create a new game. You will be ported over there. New cluster of cows there, into this one, quit, create new game, and so on until you kill cow number 666 in Hawazar and loot the second material, right? For the third one, same than before, you start your route over here, you count the cows until you reach 640-ish, then you're gonna go to over there, Serigar, you go over there, 1-2 clusters into this one, into that one, quit the game, make a new one, kill the cows over there, go here, then there, then here, quit the game, make a new one, you get the spirit, right? Until you kill cow number 666 in Scots Glen, yielding you the final material that you're gonna be needing. That's the strategy you're going to do over 3 characters on your account, okay? And once you loot those materials, stash them, and you're good to go. Now, let's have a look at what's the best possible route within this area, how you're going to chain those cows and what spells you're going to be using. All right, let's have a look at how we're going to optimize the number of cows we kill. One run is 40 seconds and you can kill up to 14 cows doing this run. This is the fastest possible. And I will show you how to do that on a fresh character, a level 1. Well, it's gonna level up as you go forward, but on a level 1 sorcerer, what's the best set of skills you need to have to do that very fast, okay? We're gonna use Fireball as our spender because it has a large radius on explosion. So you're gonna quit and start your games exactly here. That's where you're going to be quitting and be ported back when you start a new instance of a game. This is why over there you are inside the town and you cannot use any spells at all, and over here you are outside. There can be up to 2 cows in this area over there. So when you start your game, even if you don't see them, you blindly shoot 2 fireballs like that. 1, 2, and then you get going. Maybe you won't see the cows, right? But you get going. Ride your horse, it's going to extend the vision you have, and then you're going to see if you did hit something or not. Keep a mental note of if you did and how many cows that was. Was it 1? Was it 2? So here you see I just killed 2 cows with my first 2 fireballs. Then I'm moving down south over there to the next cluster. Get down, 1 fireball, they are all dead. Then teleport, evade, flame shield for the added movement speed. And then when the horse cooldown is back, get on the horse and get to the next cluster, which is over there. Get down, fireball, evade, wait for teleport to be back up, teleport. Here you could use the horse, but you don't want because the next cluster of cows is just right there. This is the most optimized way you could do that. Oops, what the fuck did I do? Okay, I'm not sure how I did that. Anyway, just move right there, shoot 1 fireball, kill the cluster, and I might have to restart my player. But anyway, move up north to the next cow cluster, kill them with one fireball, and as you shoot the fireball, open the menu, leave game. It's gonna take 10 seconds to get you out of the game. Walk back to exactly here, because when you start your next game, you want to be ported right there, so you start your run with 2 blind fireballs in 2 hours into the same route that we've been running. Let me just quickly restart my player. Alright, it's fixed. So that's the fastest run you can do. 40 seconds up to 14 cows, right? And the rest is loading time. It depends on your computer. If you have a recent computer, won't be long, like SSD drive and, you know, a good graphics card and stuff, and so on. Now, one thing, this area is prone to blood harvest, the new vampiric tide. If it happens, it's going to be a little bit annoying because there's going to be those vampires around and they might slow you down, but more importantly, over here in this area, if it's a blood harvest zone, quite often a bone prison will spawn like that. If the cows happen to be on those spikes, they will disappear. They will not run the death animation and they will disappear. Yet they still count as killed. So you have to keep a note on how many you killed. You have to count those, right? So luckily those 3 were spread enough that they were not on top of the bone prison where it spawned and they did not disappear. But you have to know if they were here and you have to keep track of them. How do you keep track of your cows in the most efficient way? Well, I suggest you use the calculator. And see, there are 2 different ways you can count your cows. Every run has up to 14 cows. So what I like to do is to count the missing ones. Maybe on the first cluster, there was only 2 out of 3. So that's not 14 anymore, that's 13. Maybe on the last cluster, there were 2 missing. So that's not 13 anymore, that's 11. Therefore, my first run was 11 plus, and I leave it like that. And I make my second run. Maybe the first 2 were missing and every other cow was there. So that's 2 missing out of 14, so that's 12. Plus, and I leave it like that. I recommend you update the calculator during loading screens. That's what worked best for me, right? When you're here, see, you see me alt-tabbing to the calculator. That's the best moment to do that. Just when you do the run, 40 seconds, keep a mental note on how much that is. And when you finish the run, move there. This is world tier 1, you cannot die. And alt-tab to your calculator, update the number so that you know where you are, all along the way as you move forward. And I recommend that you stop doing that at around 640-ish. That's the time you want to be super careful and open your eyes wide open because you don't want to miss that drop. It's gonna take you between an hour to an hour and 30 minutes to do this most optimized run. It depends on a little bit of RNG, how many cows per run, and your computer. Mine is slow, it's old. So the loading was a little bit long, too long in my opinion, because it took me half a day to do that. Now, you might want to have a movie running so that you don't get bored, because it can get, Anyway, have fun. What else? Yes, if you do, so that's for a level 1 character. But if you do have level 100 or whatever character, Blizzard is a very nice spell because you don't have to be at the gate shooting those 2 blind fireballs to hit the first 2 cows. With Blizzard, you can just reach them like that. So that's what I recommend. If you have 3 characters that are already leveled, then use that. If not, here's the setup that you're going to want to run. So that's a fresh level 1 character with only 10 skill points from the renown. Put your first 2 here wherever you like. You want to put 3 points into fireball into enhanced fireball for the increased radius. This is very important. The more the radius, the more cows you're gonna hit with this single fireball. You want to be fast. You want to be one-shotting one cluster of cows with a single fireball. So that's 4. It unlocks the rest of the tree. And over here, you want the mobility skills, teleport and flame shield with enhanced flame shield. The last point doesn't matter, you can get ice armor. You'll be using evade, teleport, flame shield with the enhanced movement speed, and fireball. Maybe here and there an arc lash, but I doubt it. Or, well, if you're doing that, that's, in my opinion, that's not the best way to do things, but you could do arc lash with the movement speed buff over there, and same setup. That works the same. So remember, you need 3 characters. Pick the one that you like the most, and then the next 2, if you create them, just go for this setup, right? Now, you've reached the 666 count. What are you looking for, right? So for me, I kept I kept track of how many cows I was killing, so I knew that, for instance, when I ported to this game instance, the 3rd cow I would kill would lead me to number 666, and that would be the drop I was expecting. So what does it look like? You don't want to miss that drop, trust me. You don't want to have to do that for an hour, hour and a half, right? So this is what you're looking for, boys. Look, you're shooting the last one. It's going to create a demonic zone under it, like that, right? It's not really a pentacle, is it? Maybe it is. And this is where you're going to have your drop, okay? It doesn't last long. Pay attention, especially if you're doing your first dry steps run, and one of the 2 cows from the town is the one that's gonna loot that. Pay attention. Maybe you won't see it. Really pay attention. You don't want to be doing that 666 too many times, then you have to. I don't know if my English is proper. Whatever, pardon my French. So that's one of the materials you're looking for. It's really Diablo 2 style over here, because you're getting the same materials than in Diablo 2. This bag is holding, I believe, the wooden leg of words. You remember from Diablo 1? Psst, over here. That little boy that sadly lost his leg and had a wooden leg. That's one of them. You have the metallic shard, I believe, which is a part of the Horadric cube. And you have the tome, which I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think those 3 are what you are using in Diablo 2 to summon the portal to the cow level. Once you have those 3, what do you do? Well, you're going to want to pick the character you like the most, the one you're playing the most, because the key that you're going to be using is like per character. It's not account wide. So really choose wisely, because this is the character that will be able to access the next cellar, which contains all the cows, and in my theory, the portal to the cow level. You're gonna go to Ket Bardu, in the middle of that fountain with those 4 cows. Those 4 cows, there's only one of them that can be interacted with. It says blah blah blah, if you drop something and you're worthy, you will gain the blessing. Fine. We're gonna drop those 3 components in the fountain, and they are going to do some things. They are going to trigger something, all right? Starting with this one, as I drop it, boom, one of the statues have this little growing effect on top of them. Pick up the material, click on the cow, on the statue. It's going to consume or place your item, and you're done with the first one. Do this 3 times. Yeah, you can still only click this one. The other ones are not clickable. Go back there, drop that one, pick it up, click, oops, consumed, and do it one last time over there, and boom. They drop the key, the strange key. Once you pick it up, it cannot be dropped. I tried, you cannot salvage it, you cannot sell it, because it's a pain in the butt to get it, so you can't dispose of it, right? So it will be inside your inventory until you open the cellar, right? So you're pretty good over there. Next, you want to be heading on the map to the cow cellar, and I'm going to show you exactly where it is. Once you have the key, next you want to go over here, which is the head of the cow. See, it looks like the head of a cow. It's in Scots Glen. You have Sorcerer over there. You have under the fat goes in there. Just go to the edge of the map over here. This is where you're going to find the cellar that can be unlocked with the key you have. Be careful, this is only per character. This is not account wide. Don't use that on a level 1 character that you're going to delete later. Take your most advanced character, come over here with the key in the pocket, interact with the door, and it's going to give you access to the Forlorn Hovel, which in my opinion is the place where we are going to have access to the portal leading to the cow level. I will link the video after this one. So you want to come over here and you can see there are many cows, many corpses, and there is one spot in this cellar. If you go over here, all the cows are looking at you. No cow is turning your back at you, so that's the center of the room. And I have my own theory for that. Anyway, if you kill all the cows, let me kill them with chain lightning, things gonna be more efficient. The last cow you kill is gonna give you the stamina potion, okay? This is as far as everyone has been able to go with this cow level quest line, okay? But I do have my own theory on what to do next with those corpses, because they remind me so much of the Darkening of Tristram, where you had to click Farnham, the owner of the Tavern of the Rising Sun, Pepin the Healer, and Griswold the Blacksmith in a specific order, and then you had to click some cows next to Adria's hut on the east side. Remember the map of the star, number 213, cow number 2, cow number 1, and cow number 3. I think there's something fishy over there. Anyway, I will link the video with my theory over it, and if you want to help to solve this last puzzle over here, I think we are very, very close to getting access to the cow level. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Have a look at the next video in case it rings a bell and you find the missing link that we are missing at the moment, and you allow us, or allow yourselves in the first place, to enter the cow level. This is Wismeril signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.